Have I caught us again? Yes, guys, another live stream or playthrough of Fate Holoxteria Part 11. So, yeah. No, I need to still get everything. I need to get all the settings sorted out quickly. Have I caught us again? Oh. Yes, guys. Yeah, okay, good. Just so I can also go on YouTube as well, so anything comes on YouTube I can check as well. But anyway, yes, guys, another live stream of my playthrough of Fate Holoxteria. So then, let's get everything sorted out. So screen sorted out. Like this. Everyone, blah, blah, blah. Then you go to game thing right here. Doo-doo. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. My eye view? Computer's mucked up. Computer is now looking frozen for some goddamn reason. Anyone does that. Shit, gone down. Anyway, playthrough time. Part 11. If you don't know, Part 11. Hope shit is gonna go down. So let's see. Continue. So, I can't even aim for a simulation strike with theirs. I can return wounds up to the point they don't kill me, but if I die right away, they won't even feel a scratch. Therefore, about the best I can hope for is to take a nearly fatal wound and somehow survive long enough to send it back at my attacker. It is a really roundabout way of doing things. But there was more than enough for me this time around. Oh, I know phantasm. That's because I got a master with a ace up her sleeve that equals the power of a noble phantasm. I acquires noble phantasm. Now, it'll be a mistake to call it that. It's one of the few that, after the passage of untold millennium, has remained until the present day a true noble phantasm. Noble phantasm of servants are just objects that they owned while they lived, and are nothing more than lost legends today. Wow! If Alanavon exists, so... Oh yeah, that'd be sure has a noble phantasm as well. Not just on multiplayer works, but he also has Avalon. But Berserk, no. Those of the Farragut bloodline have stubbornly kept charge of any handed down and handed down that sword until the present day. Farragut's ability are those of a simple ray of light, but its additional effects are truly interesting. It can't be invoked for news simply through being charged with magic energy. Rather, it's an interception movement specialized solely in countering. It won't be awakened unless faced with the opponent's greatest attack. As soon as the enemy starts the attack, Fergus will activate itself on them before they can finish it. Fergus is an attack with the power to reverse time. As for the result of its use, look at how Saber went down, or your answer. Once it comes down to a face-off between two noble phantasms, nobody can stand up to Berserk. No other noble phantasm has nearly enough speed or power to match it. Fergus defining characteristic is its ability to overturn anything. As far as I know, there's nobody else with a freaking ridiculous no phantasm like this, except for that one guy maybe. I'm repeating myself, but but in a fight between Noah Phantasm, Berserk is pretty close to a god of war. Fucking hell! God of war! Guys! Never fight Berserk. Unless you're also that power level. Fuck. Then the rest is simple. I use my Noah Phantasm to its maximum effect to pave the way for her. I drive the enemy servant into a corner and lead them into it using their Noah Phantasm. And after I do, it's showtime for Berserk. The time of invocation or the difficulty of activating it are of no concern to me. Whatever kind of pain and hardship it felt by the body of a human tasked with bearing a cursed sword from the age of gods, it makes no difference as far as I'm concerned. Berserk never made so much as one wrong move in all this time. As a partner, that's probably the part of her most worthy of praise. Berserk! Still. Thanks to that, she was even able to beat Saber. Only Ironspin Master remains, but last ticket Berserk needs to realize her heart's desire is almost within her grasp. Or I should say, the fact that things have gone this smoothly means we must have odds about as high as the stars in the night sky on our side. To put it bluntly, there was about a 1 in 4,000 chance that it would turn out as so well. More than a number of stars that can be seen with the naked eye. Still, that doesn't change the fact that we've got to start all over from the scratch again, does it? Berserk's eyelids began to flutter. She takes a pained, sounding breath, but then, as though revived, lapses back into a calm silence. Should be another 20 seconds or so before she wakes up. Well then, once she's awake, she'll be itching for a fight, as per usual. So I guess I'll go hide myself in the corner, where I can shake and tremble in fear. If I try messing with her like usual, there's a good chance she'll send my head on a permanent vacation from the rest of my body. No matter how I look at it, we're reaching the end. Scratching my head at the treble but luring treatment I'm still feeling. I retreat into the safe zone. Okay. My consciousness slowly returns. Okay, we're berserk right now. Okay. Of a round with a fatigue so heavy that my body feels made out of lead. I take another deep breath and feel fulfilled. I've repeated this ritual countless times now, rebirth after rebirth. Once again, I've returned from that horrid abyss of death and come back home. No, rather, I've ended up back here again. But why? Why again? Even though I was certain I defeated Saber this time. Even though they didn't beat us. We didn't lose, not even once, and yet, after rebirth, my eyesight is always fuzzy for a while. Survey the unlit room. As usual, Agamara is there, off in the corner of the room, fumbling with that puzzle. Yo, looks like you're up, Master. How does it feel to have your life restored? When are we gonna fucking show his avatar properly? Because so far I've only seen the shadow form of Avenger. I know what he looks like because I saw his image. But now when are they gonna show it? When are they gonna fucking show his true colors? How does it feel to have your life restored? The same greeting as always. Like every time we return to this night after a defeat, I confirm the unusual matters with him. Avenger, what might be, or rather, what are we doing here? We beat Saber, the day ended, and after that, I have no memories after that. I have no memories of the fourth night after defeating Saber. After that, you came back here. You should already know why. You've experienced so many times already after all. He appears as no more than a shadow, almost hidden from view. All I can sense of him is his presence in the room, and he's grinning, the laughing face of a demon that delights its watching human torment. Agamahara, answer me. What's going on? We beat Saber and Ryder and Assassin, Caster, and an Archer. The only ones we still had to take out are the Iceman and Berserker. So why? Why are we back here the first day again? I slammed my fist into the sofa. My body still stiff from rugged motion, which moved through the face of my anger alone. My servant, Agamahara, hasn't moved from the corner of the room, but remains there, gazing at me as he grains. Why will you answer me? You're my servant, are you not? Your role is to cooperate with me, so we may fight and win together. So what is it? What is this? Irritation and disappointment send the words rushing out of my mouth like water through burst down. Well, of course I know from the start that this servant was not to be trusted. I did not know why I'm letting myself feel so disappointed. There's no reason why, Master. I seem to remember already telling you this, but the two of us can infinitely continue in this heaven's field. Just as we defeated Saber, the fourth day ended and everything went back to how it was before. Every time you die, someone else gets the grail, or the fourth day ends and we return to this night. No exceptions. As long as you're part of the heaven's field, we keep repeating these 4 days. What? Knowing all that, then why would you ask a question like this now, huh, Master? Pretty selfish of you, wouldn't you say? You've cheated death again and again and returned to this night each time. Every time you lost, you've got to start over with a clean slate. So I appreciate it if you spare me the complaint, okay? Because after all, you've gotten through by relying on the conveniences without questioning it all along. I'd say now is not the time to start direct doubting it. Look at the laughter. My knee for the floor as I attempt to stand up. I still can't move my legs. How pathetic. My body without proper blood constance and my personality, that's Avenger, rely on me, lay me up so easily. They make me feel about as cool and composed as a child. Avenger, let me get this straight. It doesn't matter whether we win or lose. When the fourth night comes, we're automatically sent back to this night. In exchange for being protected against death in these 4 days, we can only live in these 4 days. This is the rule of immortality that I have obtained. You've got it right. You've got it. Way to get right to the point. Come to think of it, I really also have told you that right at the start, huh? My servant begins whistling in an internally exaggerated display of high spirits. Oh! Akimahara is the doer of this! Oh my fucking gosh! That's something to know. Of course, an explanation like that doesn't begin to solve this riddle. There's still a virtual chain of questions I need to ask him. First of all, why does the reset happen every 4 days? Is that the limit of your powers? Who knows? I don't understand the reasoning behind it myself. Sure, it's a good thing that it wasn't every 1 day instead of. Am I right? Is it possible for us to get past the 4th day without relying on your null phantasm? Who knows? And anyway, it's not my null phantasm, but a special privilege granted to you, who made the contract with me. You're the one who decides what we do, not me. In that case, we need to win the Heaven's Fields within these 4 days, right? Once we do, it will mean the end of this phenomenon, too, correct? Who knows? We haven't tried it yet, though it sure would be nice if it did. The way things are going, we'll be stuck in these 4 days until I don't know when. I grit my teeth. There's no use in talking to Avenger if he can't answer my questions, or rather, if he doesn't feel like giving me a serious answer. We'll be stuck in these 4 days until I don't know when. Until now, I thought that all I needed to do was win against the others without dying myself. But the reality of it is, as long as I'm resurrected to within these 4 days, they become a boundary that I cannot move beyond. 4 days. Whether or not I can defeat the other masters in 4 days, I can't. Not in only 4 days, no matter what I do. I can't defeat 6 masters in 4 days. This time, no. Last time, when I beat Saber, I was at my limit. We've got incredibly lucky in those last 4 days of the battle. Of everything that these restorations have taught us, that last time was just about the most perfect convincing playthrough possible. And even then, we weren't able to reach Ironstone. However, I make my way through them, and at the very end of the 4 days, a single enemy still remains. So do I need to change my methods? No, that's just idiotic. That was just as idiotic. If I wait for the other masters to come find me and try to take me out, I'll just be inviting an early end to the cycle. Even if I did that and fought to the furthest limits of my strength, it would be enough to make a difference in the end. In the first place, I only have 3 uses of available for my head-to-head fights like the one against Saber. 1 I need to use against Ironstone and 1 against Saber. So the last one I should use on a servant that cannot be separated from the master. No, not. When I've tried to fight like that, I didn't even make it past the 2nd day. Moreover, the other masters aren't our only opponents. That swarm of unknown familiars and the Magus controlling them. Say that by some unthinkable miracle, we were able to win the war. Even after that, we still have the 8th enemy, who we've never so much as seen before, with their sights on the Grail to get rid of. What a farce. With things like this, it's almost as though only for the sake of continuing the Heaven's Field, I have to keep fighting forever. As long as my contract with Avenger is in effect, I can never move beyond these 4 days. So in that case, I just need to break the contract. What's up, Master? Something on your mind? No, I just feel a little dizzy all of a sudden. It hasn't been that long since I reincarnated after all. No good. That would be impossible. Then there's only one solution. Obeying by the terms of my contract with Avenger, I must win the Heaven's Field. Even though I already know it's impossible, I must destroy the flattery that bind me into these 4 days. That's all your questions? And here I was already for you to let me have it. The shadow's smile vanishes. He's getting on my nerves. Red, sir! Oh God, Red! That guy's been completely lacking in motivation from the start. Even though he's the one who brought me out here, he acts like he doesn't care a thing for the war and keeps saying stuff like, "What I need to do is kill the enemies, right?" Without any clear goal, he's just going along with it. He's going along with the heavens spheres without paying the slightest mind in my troubles. It's like he's just enjoying this fight that goes on forever. That's right. You said it before, didn't you? Let's continue this war. No, 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 not. Let's start it. Or let's end it. You said it. Let's continue it. Didn't you, Agimar? Avenger's abilities gave me these 4 days. So does this mean everything is going to just the way Avenger wants to do it? The repetition of these 4 days occurs before of this round's wish to continue the fight and killing. Avenger, I already asked you this, but is that within these 4 days something you've created purposely, and is reincarnating your master each time just part of the deal? Yeah, reincarnating the dead isn't one of my powers. All I can do is return everything to the starting point. As long as we have this contract, Master, you will never die. As for why the 4-day limit, I don't know either. Maybe the Ironspur Master does, though. They're the ones in charge of the Holy Grail, so that they could know all about the trick behind our situation too. The word Avenger, no, that Agimahara speaks are without falsehood. He's telling me the truth, or at least that's what I want to believe. Avenger, what will you wish for on the Holy Grail? And I asked you before, you gave this answer, but the truth is, in truth, this state of affairs is what you wish for. I swallowed those words down spoken. I can't go saying that now. I have no proof that it's true, and besides, I have a hunch that the moment I speak those words, from that moment on, he and I will be enemies. My wish hasn't changed, but what about yours, Master? What will you wish for once we win the Owens Field? Or even before that, what kind of wish was it that brought you here in Fuki City? The smile has disappeared from the shadow's face. From out of the shadow, Avenger's eyes bored it into mine, his face deadly serious. What was I going to wish for exactly? My wish. I don't possess such a thing. If you forced it out of me, I'll probably say that to win the war and obtain the Holy Grail is my goal. No, wait. Kirei Kutameki's coming up. Is it because of an answer? That's wrong. The moment I think that, dizziness unlocks me. Something I'm searching for. Thing I want even more than the Holy Grail is. Yo, just what the heck are you looking for? I can't remember. Memory is still shaky at best. For real? For real? Are you even sure there was something in the first place? I fix my glare at the shadow. The blood is finally returning to my numb leg, and I find I can move them freely again. I've had enough of our pointless chat for now, Avenger. Racking my brain trying to figure out as a servant isn't what my time. So I'll just pretend my first impression was right from now. What a pity. Just when I thought that we were getting all nice and cozy, I'm right back to guilty until proven innocent in your book, huh? If it bothers you so much, then maybe you shouldn't be so. No, it's just that I need to be on my guard. Avenger, starting tonight, we're changing our strategy. To win the Heavens Field, we must figure out what's causing your ability to be limited to a period of 4 days. First, there's no possible way we can win this war in only 4 days. In that case, we just need to find out why everything ends once those 4 days have passed. I see. You're pretty sharp, Master. Just one question. How do you propose we do that? We're talking about investigating something that even I don't know about, have a clue about. Why? You yourself already figured out how we do it. It'll be a suicide mission, but it's definitely worth trying. And besides, cheating death is the one useful skill we have. But it won't do too good. It won't do to go rushing into things. Well, the situation is the way it is. I can't trust him. That's why I need to find someone else who knows about Agamahara and the other heroic spirits. Hey, wait up. I was just joking about fool. Let's not do this and say we did. How about that? You've got to be crazy wanting us to launch ourselves face first at the enemy's stronghold like that. I'm telling you, we're setting ourselves up for a trip to a world of pain. Whether or not that's how he really feels, Agamahara is opposed to me with all his might. The way he's looking at me with those eating eyes, I can't help but think he looks like a puppy. And I'll admit that it's something charming, but I'll be damned if I let his calculated attempts to gain my sympathy throw me off track. My decision is firm. Make the preparations, Avenger. Our destination is the forest on the outskirts of town. By the day after tomorrow, we should reach the Ironsburn Castle. Shouldering my rucksack and with the dislocated Agamahara in two, I put the mansion behind me. Force of habit guides my hand in my pocket, and I tightly grip the earring inside it. Please, let good luck be with me. And at the end of our struggling towards the Winter Castle, I may find the answer I seek. Okay. Back to shore then. Next, 5, Void. Okay. Back to shore. Shiro again! Okay. Once again, I had a dream. It just made no sense. Now I have a headache, probably caused by my irregular struggle of going to sleep and waking up all at different times. Just before 6 o'clock in the morning. The sunlight outside is already quite strong, and the air slipping in through the cracks is a bit chilly. Another hailstorm is happening at night. The city of Fuki meets its end on the 4th day. A newcomer that did not exist until now has appeared. No shake, I clear all these inherent thoughts from my head. Never seen nor heard before. Preparation yet real. Glad the runner next to me. Alright, I should get started. I shake off the remnants of these strange delusions. The dream I saw must have been about something prepared for the cultural festival. I won't take dreams that I don't understand too seriously. Oh, Shiro, they're real! Fuck, Shiro! They're real! They're real! Fuck! Wait, he memorizes them. He has some unconscious memory. What's causing him to have that? Is it Avalon? Because Avalon sort of gives you immortality. So, possibility, the sky is bright and clear. Let's go spend another day selfishly filling up an empty room. Okay, I'll go on ahead then. You two, Shiro, Sakura-chan, make sure you're not late. Fujine hurriedly takes off for work. I wondered, is this now the proper story? That'd be something. Just mate, guys, my mum wants me. Ugh. Okay. Okay guys, I'm just wanting to tell I need to do the dishwasher soon, so play with this a bit more, then I'll go back to the dishwasher, then come back up after this. So play a bit more, I'll go downstairs, do the dishwasher, then come back up and play more this. So okay. The time is just about past 7 o'clock. The atmosphere at the table usually takes a carefree air once she leaves, but today a dangerous topic has been brought up. Senpai, I think there's something wrong in the town. Could this... You mean it feels the same as during the Heavens Field? Shiro would know all about that. It's been several days since the atmosphere in the town changed. Saber and Ryder got urged to fight. Despite having brought the topic up, eventually we've decided, not knowing anything new, that everybody should just keep investigating at their own pace. Okay. Sakura. Sakura, it's about time to leave for school. Ah, you're right. Thank you, Ryder. I'll clean up right away. No, Shiro and I will take care of the cleaning up. You can. Huh. Ding dong. Seems like we have a guest. I'll get the door. Could it be a newspaper society again, perhaps? If that's the case, it'll be quite a burden for Sakura. Ryder stands up. A sense of bloodlust drifting slowly through the air. Seems like the problem with frequent society has gotten particularly bad around here. Okay. Oh no, there's no need. There's no need, Ryder. Ryder. If it's a newspaper, guys, Sakura is all about certain. But certain. Being her field of expertise, it's interacting might actually end up badly. Is that so? Then I shall just watch carefully. Is it really true that Sakura is well prepared to deal with that sort of issue? She's amazing, actually, champion rank, but she did say that's hard to do when someone you know is nearby. So we should leave her alone for now. Let's just quietly wait for her to come back. Is what I was going to say. Total time required 30 seconds. Having already prepared all the overly present summon our champion. Sakura! Tosuka, up then. Tosuka's back! I'm back, I'm afraid that... why don't I mess up her name? Fuck you, that's my waifu. God damn it! Mostly because I keep on maybe talking about Sakura and then blah. But anyway, it's my waifu, Tosuka. I'm back. I'm afraid that there'll be no seconds, everyone. Huh? Our champion has come back. With everyone stiffening up all of a sudden. Could it be I've gotten a wicked ghost or something stuck up my back? Put-oos, I did try to make sure they were all exercised before departing. Guess leaving it to the budget in first years was not a good idea. Rintolska keeps grabbling, saying something. So guys, yay, we're back. Tosuka. Oh, so yes, guys. So new storyline, good. So Tosuka's back, and in the back stands embarrassed-looking Sakura. So what kind of ghost do I have behind me? A long black head out from breathing the holding type. Just how much of that into it was. Just how much of it wasn't. I wonder. Despite the joke, the air remains tense. There's nothing like that, niece. What the fuck, Sakura? She's got her face back up. Nothing like that, Niece-san. There are no opportunities clinging to you. I'm behind you. It's alright. Oh, that's good. I felt like a pretty strong stare. I was getting worried. I see, so that's just Sakura behind me. Fucking God! God! Oh God, the sisters are now! Oh God! Oh God! Sorry, there were no ghosts to shoot after all. Ah, they fuck! Oh fuck! Guys, if you understand what those eyes represent, oh fuck, shit is gonna go down! Yes, if it were me, I'd rather talk it out rather than hold a grudge. Don't get uptighty after having just appeared out of the blue like that. Hee, you've got guts in that just 1 month. Guts in just 1 month, Masa-san. And you, senpai, don't act like the head of the household after being away for a month. Ah! A sisterly affection laughs. Oh fuck! Scary. This is definitely scary. Oh, I gotta die. Look at Ryder! She's shaking! Ryder's shaking! Where's Saber? I haven't seen her. We're going to die. Next time that those two open their mouths, the Emiya residence would turn into a living hell. That's why I said that seeking help from London will end up in the worst disaster. However, being the true master of the Emiya residence, I will not allow Kurutsu's inheritance to become these devil's battleground. Hey, that's enough, both of you. Perhaps die a humble death, with no one to pick up my corpse. I get up from my seat. Actually, it's not. That is actually possible. We actually die at this point. It's actually possible. After all, magic is involved. What do you fucking expect? Death. And anyway, how about we stop the joke right around here, Sakura? Right, I admit that was a bit of poor taste. Echoes the clock. TikTok echoes the clock. Actually, I don't know. TikTok echoes the clock. That actually sort of good rhyme. My half raised back and stretched out arm stops midair. What was that just now? A good pointed strike, no? Just a popular joke from overseas that I tried reenacting with Sakura. Really? You went to London, England. We don't fucking like that. Trust me. Trust me. Talking about London here. Part of Britain. Part of England. They don't act fucking like, there's no such, I never heard of a joke like that. I'm English, guys. I'm English, I never heard a joke like this. Okay. Yes, when I went to greet her at the entrance, Niece-san claimed it would get you, senpai. They looked really happy. Like two friendly, mischievous cats. Sisters, definitely. Okay, I got that. I like you to pick your jokes more carefully, but I'm definitely glad that it wasn't serious. Putting that aside, why are you here, Tosca? A nod from everyone around. What do you mean, why? There was an SOS sent out. Of course I came. It's not like I came back just to play around. I'm busy enough as it is. SOS? From who? From Elliot himself, right? I don't care what it is. Just hurry and come help us. That's the intense message you sent me, didn't you? No way. That I would call upon my death by asking Tosca for help. I may have given away my mortal life, but my soul too? That's quite a remarkable comment. Who do you think I am anyway? Dealing with souls? And wouldn't that be a demon or something? Exactly it. Put your hands on your heart and think back. During the summer break, the mess you made at Ilya's castle. What did you call that? Miscreant or miscreant, if not a demon? Yeah, I messed that word up. Sorry, guys. That was an emergency. A tough decision had to be made. It's not like I had to sacrifice you because I wanted to. I mean, as you expect, even she thought it was inexcusable. There's no end to her laments. That's good. Very good. That's good. Very good. Back then, I very narrowly avoided being reborn twice, and it looks like even Sakura is reflecting on her actions. Anyways, so you're saying that you got the SOS signal that I don't remember sending out, and come back right away because of it. That's right. Had you not asked, do you think I have returned so soon? Abandoning all your London matters too? Yes, and complaints. I couldn't help it. I was so worried I couldn't sleep after reading that. What the fuck? You're just blubbering out you like him! Oh god! And besides, Fuki is under my justification. What's wrong with just coming to see how things are going without being asked? She turns her face away, and her luggage in hand, she turns back to the hallway. Anyway, I'll be staying here for a while. Should you have anything to talk about, come to my room around around nighttime. I will go have a look around town during the day for you too. Oh, so we're having her with us as well. See ya. She rushes to leave the scene. I thought, so that's how it is. But be nice, everyone. Seems like Nissan is a bit embarrassed having to come back halfway through. Saber and Ryder, who haven't had the time to digest the situation just yet, simply nod. I see. Now that Ryder is here, everything has to get settled soon. Say, Ilya. Her eyes distant, says Ilya, but eyes distant and somehow lonely. Confused, no one knows whether to rejoice or panic just yet. One thing for sure, the pace is about to pick up from now on. Anyway, Tosca's back. Okay. New? Can't go straight, so... Okay. Tosca. Hey, Tosca, I have something to ask you. So there's some kind of response. I can't really make out what it is. Sorry, what was it? What was that? Jeez. What is it? The door isn't locked. As I raise my voice, an annoyed response comes from inside the room. For some reason, Tosca seems to be in a bad mood. Is it really safe to open the door? But if I slip away after calling out to her, I don't want to think about what would happen to me afterwards. What a mess! Frank situation, Tosca's room is so messy that there isn't anywhere to stand. Consider the number of days she's been back. This is truly astonishing. See my room! Come and see my room! Yeah. Mine's a death trap! What do you come here to lecture me about? Under Tosca's glare, I can tell that she's really in a foul mood. No, that's not it. Well, then what is it? As you can see, I'm not going to be done tidying up at this rate. Tidying up? Well, what would you call possibly be? Well, what could you possibly be trying to say, anything? Oops, I just blurted out what was on my mind. Right before me stands a red devil, smiling sweetly, wearing the mask of Bryn Tosca, the honor student. No, it's nothing. It was just a small matter anyway. Oh, in that case, could you leave it for later? Sorry for disrupting you then. I back away, making sure not to lose eye contact, and close the door. But the ability to make things easier, the more you tidy up, is really a talent. And night. Okay. Okay, blah blah blah. Whoa, importance. Of course, Tosca, importance. Now then, speaking of things to ask Tosca about, ask Tosca for advice. Let's go talk about the current situation. Seeing as Tosca came back right after hearing about the abnormality, I should ask for her take on things. Okay. Yes, I had a quick look around the city, and as far as I can tell, there's no easy ways to deal with this. So tell me what you know, everything. As if she was prepared well in advance, Tosca cuts right to the main topic. While that sure makes it easier for me, I do have one question first. So Tosca, what about Archer? Now that you're back, is he on standby around here? I cut ties with Archer. We're no longer master and servants. But what do you mean? You revoked the contract? It got revoked, River. After the Heaven's Field ends, the contract is normally cancelled by the servant, that is. While Ride and Saber seem to be content as they are, that guy had other things on his mind. So we're no longer helping each other 24/7. Instead, we help each other out when it's needed, and kind of a give and take type of situation. That means you have two enemies! Frickin' roaming free in town. Would anybody recognize him? Because technically he's still, even though even Shira couldn't figure out who Archer was, they still have some similarities between each other to get him busted. So, you will notice him. I'm still providing the catalyst needed for him to stay in this world, but I've cut off the mana supply. Wait, but you already know since long ago, didn't you? Why are you asking about that again? That's right. That's the way things are with Tosca and Archer right now. While he isn't staying nearby, he'll help her when she needs it, under certain conditions. I don't know what Archer was thinking when he chose to establish that kind of relationship, but I guess it wouldn't have worked out any other way. Continuing as Tosca's servant would produce a different conduction. Erican, what's wrong? Your face turned kind of scary there. I understand that you dislike Archer, but it is upsetting just to talk about. Is it just upsetting to talk about him? No, just a little dizzy. Sorry, I got sidetracked, so let's get to the main point. Tosca, have you sensed anything strange patrolling around town? An uneasiness or places that feel weird? I can't say for sure. Why did you think that something was a mess? I haven't really found anything. If you forgive me for snoozing abstract explanation, it's like every time I get the feeling that something is off, there's some sort of confusion that kicks in and prevents me from being able to tell what that something is. The moment you become aware of the ability, it changes it into something normal. Is that it? In other words, what looks like to be normal really isn't. So then, musing at these abnormal events not taking place in the original Fuchini, it is the norm. It seems like you know something, Emikun. What happened while I was away? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. However, when I acquire the knowledge about the things I'm describing now, there's something I want to ask. I'm not even sure why I brought this up, but now I have. After collecting myself as much as I can, I start explaining. The fight with Archer that hasn't happened yet. Saber defeat at the hands of a master I've never seen. A story of Fuki City drawing to a close at the end of each 4th day. Okay! Let me make sure I've got this straight. Emiko, you know about these incidents, though you haven't seen them firsthand, not or personally experienced the 4th day. Yeah, I just know about them, and I know I didn't dream about them or hear of them somewhere either. And yet you know. For some reason, you somehow understand the incident occurring in town. But because the current Emikun doesn't know about them yet, you can't remember any of them. You're not staying over at the point. You're not starting at. You're not starting over at the point either, are you? And since it only applies to you and not me, Sakura or others, it also doesn't appear to be a Fuki-wide incident. No, seeing as it's only Fuki that's abnormal during the 4 days, it is that you're just looking at the ones beside you. All I told her was the end of the 4 days that I somehow know about. The story of Emirate residents that cannot move beyond the 4 days. As if realizing something from just that, Tosca's muttering to herself, I see, it's not a restart, it's a reappearance. That would also imply that all the servants have gathered. In that case, it's not that everything is a lie. It's that there's one lot. Yeah. Tosca's stare is becoming sharper. Whatever she's thinking about can't be good. Tosca, did you figure something out from all that nonsense? That's right. If I were to change your story in a train way and assume that it did in fact happen, then yes, I did figure out the trick here. So very reliable. The fact that she wouldn't believe it doesn't hurt me a little though. Listen, what I'm about to say is based entirely on the crisps that I have just heard from you. So it's absolutely not even remotely related to the town's abnormality. Got that? Gotcha. So it's no more than an empty abstractory. Before that, it's what we have if we try to put some consistency into the nonsense that you're saying. Well, never mind. Now, where did I put my glasses? She's gonna put her glasses on, guys! Smart time! Teacher time! Tosca says, hey, told ya! Time for becoming teacher mode! Tosca said to retrieve a pair of glasses from her bag. Right now she's in sensei mode! Oh fuck! It's been a while since I've seen her go into all-knowing Tosca mode. There are the glasses! Now then, based on what you've told me, Emmerich, it would seem that in the course of these 4 days, from October 8th to October 11th, there is something very wrong going on. Wait! Why is it always October? Fucking hell, I've been born in October. Look up. Why is the law of abnormalities always focused on October? I really want to know that. Am I abnormal being born in October? Oh fuck. Saber and Ryder have both stated that the Heaven's Fields was restarted. There's no problem, however. Do you see what I'm getting at? The fighting has been resumed. So and someone has to be missing. That's right. If this were really a restart, then the participants who dropped out half a year ago shouldn't be here now. It may be odd, but it's also the part that explains itself. It must be that during just these 4 days, even if these people were actually here, we'll still be unable to determine who they are. That's why there's nothing wrong with the fact that everyone has gathered. No, not having everyone present would be odd. Therefore, that tells us that this someone is trying to reproduce the Heaven's Fields that occurred in the past. Someone trying to reproduce the Heaven's Fields. No, I mean, that much I understand from the start. So the guy who wants the Holy Grail is still trying to start the Heaven's Field. That would be restarting. What I'm describing is reducing. Let's say what you want to restart. You'll prefer the servants that were defeated to stay that way, wouldn't you? And yet, we have all the servants present in town. That's why, like it or not, this person wants to just reproduce the Heaven's Fields. Just to fight. Just to continue fighting over. Forever. And in order for it to happen, these 4 days include every possible scenario that could unfold. And anything came up on chat or anything while I was not looking when I was playing this game. Doesn't seem so. Okay. So, yep, come back to it. Okay, in order to that happen, but these would include possible scenarios that could unfold. To keep it enjoyable, no matter how many times it happened, to keep it feeling fresh and every time. Yes, so, come on. Let's continue the Heaven's Field. Did I really actually say such a thing? Hold on. Once the 4 days pass, the town goes back to normal, doesn't it? So, why do I know about what's going to happen? Doesn't it seem like it's just me who returns the first day? No, Berserk as well. So 2 people? Oh, I do. If you do, your memories would seem like someone else's. I'm sure it's yourself that you're seeing, Emmerich. You're seeing, Emmerich. If I were to draw it, here's how it looks like. Bad drawings! Oh no. Okay, ooh! Okay. Oh, that looks actually scientific. Good. It's no parallel world for sure. Since all possibilities have equal weight during the 4 days, you go like this. Assuming that the infinite number of mirror-like images of the participating, known as Shiremia, exists, they're all running the same track, but at different times. No, do you see? You know that video game thing you played? It's the same. A shooter, is it? Is it the one with the third-person view, where you start over from the beginning when you die? That just sounds like a game we know about. I know about. Even though I never played it, but I know the game they're talking about. I think I heard of it. And the way the character sees it, there's no conversation, but from players that those lives all happen one after another. It's the same here. As long as the characters exist, you get to start over even if you die. Totally new characters, but the exact same traits and appearance. Wouldn't you agree? It's precisely what's happened with you, American. Tosca metaphor is awfully impolite, but I get what she's trying to say. Oh, knowledge. Knowledge. I guess by looking at ones beside me, the thing she was muttering, she actually meant seeing the player B that went ahead of me. Death. It's a conclusion of a different playthrough that I know about. I haven't experienced it myself yet, but I can go, or player A got beaten by a boss here. I guess that's how you could put it. All parallel experiences. There's a lot I don't agree with, but as far as making sense of it goes, I can live with that. So does it mean that if I take it easy, I should be able to get past the 4 days? I don't think that's and didn't get past. Even if you are caught by that time, the 5th day would still become. Now, Sakura and I see the dreams that you do, Emikan, and it's quite clear that the town itself does not go back either. However, it's possible that, as an exception, should you fail to do something about the hemisphere yourself in the 4 days, you will, in fact, end up dead. Oh, red! Okay, this might be what you call an ill omen. My situation went from bad to downright scary. Does one reduce the heaven's field? Can this one guy that wants the Holy Ghost? If you have the ability, you could probably just make your wish happen in the first place. Well, come on, I told you. My wish has come true already. They aren't reducing it because they want the Holy Grail. They're doing it because they want to continue killing. In other words, I see in the other way around. That was the wish. Assuming they have the Grail and that their wish to reduce the heaven's field has been granted already. Exactly. If we assume that this was someone's wish, the only way to stop it is to find and defeat the owner of the Grail. Wow. If we do have any suspects at all, it'll be the people that did not participate in the previous Heaven's Fields to begin with. That's pretty a simple conclusion. Anyone that is recently popped up on the scene is under suspicion. Ah, fuck. As for me, I was not around until now. I am part of this town to begin with, and thus can be excluded. Were there anyone that was not here half a year ago, there'll be the culprit behind this whole incident. So Berserk and Kure Kutamini's daughter. But it's mostly showing Kure Kutamini's daughter. Karen is her name? Say Tuska. But who actually knows one such character? It'll fit the bill, I think. Problem is, it looks like I die every time I meet her. You met before. You did die before. Like, in the temple. Seems like we still don't know a way to solve it. I'm getting tired of unrelated questions. Well, if you're getting killed every time, doesn't that mean that the way you meet her is in itself wrong. Listen, if you already know the first place you meet at, you have the right kind of encounter when you make it happen with your own hands. I'm sure you can manage that, Emikun. What a fake. What a fake. She keeps mumbling. Guess she doesn't believe any of it at all. Well, what to do now? What do you know? What do you do? What do you know? There actually is another place I could meet the girl at. At time, if I remember right. Tosca, track and field and archery clubs were all at the dual temple. I'll keep that in mind. My next objective is clear for the time being. Glad to be of help. So, what will you do, Emikun? Are you going to go look for the Grey Ozona? Well, to the extent of my abilities. Now, there's no real damage done. I'll go back to normal once the 4 days pass, right? I'll deal with it somehow. Sorry to bother you. I get up from my seat. This has become a much longer conversation than I expected. For goodness sake, none of us ever saw such dreams, so I can't really verify any of this. Now I play along and gave you a serious answer. But really, if you have the time to be retelling such weird illusions, you could use it to invite me to the pool or something instead. I maybe get fucked. If you want to be wasting time, I have even better ideas, you know. She proceeds to give me a frightening bit of info with an equally frightening smile. Pool, huh? Okay. I'll repay that favor in a non-material way, so soon enough. So please do wait for it. Just don't expect too much. Much obliged. See you tomorrow. Much obliged. See you tomorrow, Tosca. I'll leave the guest room behind. She does not answer right away. Instead, she sighs secretly and, hey, it's great to have everyone together. Her frank smile is a minor image of my own mood too. Night to morning. Okay. Let's look for any importance. Bridge. Doesn't see any major importance coming up. No. Nothing major comes up. So let's go to afternoon. No. I'm only looking for the ones that are important right now, guys. No. Night. Walk. Alone. You alone. No, with Saber. I'll go with Saber again. Let's go to the church. Oh, fuck. Death scene. Fuck. I just died there. I just died. Fire void. Just died there, didn't I? Okay. Right, guys, I'm going to do my dishwasher, so... I'm going to the dishwasher right now, so... Okay, guys, I'm back. So, yeah. Okay. Death scene there. Well, it doesn't matter. When it comes to us actually getting killed and stuff, we actually meant to die. So, hey guys, I got myself a drink, so I can get my throat down. My throat could be alright when I'm playing the game. Man. Still. Let's see. I'll try and invite people again. So more people. See what happens. So anyway, invite people. Bomb. Subject. Live. Stream. Okay, just send that. Send. Oof. Okay, it's doing that. So. Anyway, I want to help. I want to help. The girl said. Seriously. Anyway, got another death scene. But it's pretty much what we need. Comes these characters. Oh, Berserk again. It didn't take us too long to get back to Berserk. Silently, the forsaken of her confession, unclouded by the trace of impure emotion, brought tears pouring from her eyes as she spoke the words. I wish to free you from the suffering. Oh, is that an eye? Freaking hell, looks creepy. That does look like a freaking eye, guys. Don't you guys believe that looks like a fucking eye? Which made me feel nothing but passion, persistence. I feel neither joy nor gratitude that you came to save me. That kindness of the kindness of years is misdirected and nothing but annoyance to me. Okay. If you're just going to say stuff like that instead of embracing that this imperfect hatred like me, it'll be better to run along home to your own world instead. Okay. This isn't to say that I hated the girl, but the very principles that guided her actions were wrong. She should have known as well as I do that she was not going to save anyone. She should have known from the start that it's impossible for her to save me. I responded in a voice you could hardly call a voice. With your throat crushed, it's pretty much impossible to speak. So I tried shaking my head until I remembered that I couldn't do that either. Eventually, she gave up and went back above ground. She kept up that constant of endurance for days, until gradually she came to realize she was talking to herself. The one her words were addressed to was just a corpse. Man, it seems something like this happened too. These memories, unremembered, are now surfacing in my mind because of the similar emotions now being directed towards me. Death and mercy. The actress woman holds some sort of ridiculous depth to me, even though she doesn't have a shadow of proof. Berserk fragment. The one who has become Avengers Master now harbors the same emotions for me as that girl. What the fuck? Ah! My heart thunders at a speed of 500% over the. Fuck it, that's 500% over the unusual rate. I barely propel my exhausted body towards the ruins. My throat is burning. Our Avenger? The way my right leg's aching after I pushed it to the limit of my endurance and beyond. It came as no surprise to hear that I burst it. Having used up all but the drugs of the magical energy I received from Berserk, my own reverse of strength are straight to come up to try too. Oh, no, Avenger, okay. Basically, you could say I'm giving up. I can't move another step. I'm trapped to just quit now. Convinced by mad. Oh god. What are you doing? Get in here now. Oh, Avenger. Berserk, who reached the ruins one step ahead of me.
Come on up. Hey.
Hey, Marcel.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
So, what has been happening on this stream so far?
Pretty much. Tosca has returned.
Oh, good.
He has returned. But then we did find out that there's a limit. The reason why we keep on returning to pretty much to start all the time is because there's a limitation to Avenger's ability. That he can only be every time they get revived.
Yes.
Every 4 days they get transferred to the beginning again of those 4 days.
Yes.
So that's the reason why he keeps up. That's his limitation. Every time he uses another phantasm, they have to keep on fighting on the exact same 4 days.
But who is he?
Avenger.
Avenger.
Yeah, Avenger. Avenger's another phantasm. He has his another phantasm gives him the ability to makes his master himself to get revived. But the limitation is that only on those 4 days. Those 4 days that can be revived. That means that no phantasm has created a cycle that they have to restart at the beginning of the 4 days.
Oh, cool.
That's the reason why we keep on getting death scenes.
Oh.
Now you get it now.
Yeah.
That means it just gave us obvious proof. The reason why we keep on getting death scenes is because of this freaking double phantasm.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So now we're back here with Berserk again.
Yes.
So yeah, that's something.
And who are we controlling now? Still Shiro.
No, this is Avenger.
Oh.
Right now.
Connor, and I won't be with you today for long.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Yep, anyway, Berserk, who reached the ruins on one side of me, comes back inside the shop, Sammy. Alright, part.
Oh, Jesus, Connor. What the hell?
Grasping for bushes with both hands, I fling myself into the building with all the dignity of a feeling puppy. Puppy! Really?
A fleeing puppy.
Yeah, puppy.
Doggy. Yeah, little dogs.
The door slams closed behind me. Courses. Some. Words, Connor!
Yes, words, Connor.
Courses. Some little door isn't worth a fart as far as defense goes, considering the monster that's after us. Having that barrier at least gives me the illusion of sincerity, though. Ugh. That roar!
What?
Did you hear that roar?
Yes.
Do you know who that roar is?
Who? Is it Avenger?
No. Do you know whose roar was that?
No, I don't.
Berserker!
Oh, Berserker. And
that roar was obvious! It was Berserker's roar!
And And why is it sort of white instead of words?
Berserker never talked, did he?
Yes, but at least there would be something like ah or something like that.
No, because he cannot speak, can he? He uses no
Yes,
words.
of course. He's a freaking being after all.
I can hear a roar. Told you. There must be a big fucker who.
Oh my god, there is fucker in there.
Yeah, we've got on our tail, destroying everything in his path.
Of course, that's Berserker for you.
Told you, running away to a ruin like this won't save us. Once he catches us, he'll crush the whole place to powder, and both of us along with it. The thing is like a fierceful gale. No matter what kind of weapon one is armed with, it's plain to see that no human could cross swords with and live.
There might be a death scene here.
Ah!
There he is!
Berserker.
Yes, Berserker! Berserker!
Or Hercules, to be more exact.
Hey Connor, how does my roar sound?
Yeah.
Huh? I can't shout here because my grandma would shout at me big time.
Yeah. I'm
So,
playing in the park.
run into the monster.
I'm clearing in the forest. We run into that monster. But it would be better to say that it was waiting there for us. So set like a map covered out of stone. The second we step foot into its territory, let out the roar as it comes after us. The battle was over in 1 second. I never
Oh.
had a great desire to pick a fight with that thing in the first place, but after the first shot, even Berserk realized that we couldn't fight it, let alone win. Berserk not one to back down from the fight, but after even failed, saw a kill, she gracefully gave order to retreat. Still, handed to her. To be able to fight even for a few seconds, facing the source of that hellish roar took some serious guts.
Yeah, Connor's hellish roar.
Ah!
Yeah, the demon roar of Connor.
Yeah. She recovered in no time. Bit fired off progress while that huge monster's roar cry still had no nearly passing myself. Wait!
Pissing myself.
Wait! Berserker doesn't have an attacking base normal phantasm, does he?
What? No, he gets immune to attacks. That's his novel phantasm.
No, he can't die without
Yeah.
getting defeated a certain amount of times.
No, think about it. There was in Line of Prismalia, yes, he was the final card they had to retrieve.
Yeah, he cannot be killed without getting defeated quite a few times. That's his normal phantasm. God's hand.
Yes.
Which means her normal phantasm should not activate. Because what I read about about Berserk's normal phantasm, it said the normal phantasm needs to attack her. But if it's a non-attacking normal phantasm, then it should not activate.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason why it did not work on Berserker is because of her ability of because it's not attacking based on phantasm. That means that no phantasm's weakness is against another servant who has a no phantasm doesn't involve attacking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Still nearly praising myself. Okay. No phantasm seems to be the type that always on because Frogos is activated right away.
What? What? What?
When it does activate, even though it's not a fighting base, Number Phantasm.
That's very wrong from the anime.
Okay. No. Don't forget, this is not. Yeah, this is the novel. This came out before the freaking anime.
Alright. But still, it's kind of strange that it activated.
Her aim was true, and her and her shot struck right into his heart, bringing its fate down once and for all. Well, at least that's what should have happened. Instead, it had completely revived 10 seconds later.
Yeah, that's the noble phantasm.
Yes! He's
Yes.
not that it's not a one chance Number Phantasm. He has a chance to use it quite multiple times.
Maybe how many times?
This is Hercules, and that means each of it. As you know, his story, he had to do trials.
Yes.
So how many trials was it again? 12 trials.
So he has 12 tries to
12
revive.
lives. Yeah, I think it's something like that. That means he has to be defeated another 11 times.
Yes. That's what I said. If it fails 12 trials, he can revive himself 11 more times, or in total 12 times.
Yeah. But the third time the 13th time he gets killed, he'll be, well, dead.
That for sure, yes.
Yeah. Unless Berserk's Number Phantasm decreases it by half, that'd be something.
Yes.
Blah blah blah. That fate. Right.
Why? Who is Berserker's master?
Ilya?
Oh, Ilya, yes.
Well, at least that's what should have happened. The kid revived second time. Blah blah blah. Straight for us. Blah. Back from the brink of death is in perfect health. In other words, a body that knows no death. That's the big fuckers, no phantasm.
Why do they reference to Berserker like the big fucker?
This is Avenger we're talking about here. Avenger will call him that.
Oh, yes, right.
Don't forget. After she wasted her fragrance on it, Berserk's whole body went rapid. And with her frozen, that monstrous thing came bearing down on her. I personally think it was awfully nice of me to give her a little push away out of the harm's way via a flying kick to the side. Ouch!
Yeah, that's
Oh!
What?
The pain, it felt like like he barely grazed me, but that was enough to send me flying too.
Who?
The big guy's sights are now set on me, standing right in its path, and I look up to see an axe the size of a pile raised over my head. To even think about eating a hit from that would be crazy, and my chances of slipping by unharmed were stupendously low. So then, when things were at their darkest, just as I was thinking that must be what they call instant death. Who should come to my rescue but the very same Berserk are just kicked away from the huge thing. She leveled her second Ogos at its face and fired, striking it right between the eyes. Now's our chance! Come on, we're making a run for it! Seems like she fired her second Frogos not to kill, but to try and blind it. but even with a huge hole in its face, didn't stop that monster or the axe it held. So that's when Berserk grabbed me by the hand and made a break for the forest.
Oh, great.
Throwing off the clubs that Frogos had burned up as she runs, Berserk led a run into route led to Berserk led a route into both legs to let her run faster. Me but being the competitive thief and hoarder that I am, as long as she was throwing away, I thought I'd pick them up. This isn't the time to do a double. Now's a chance to put some distance between us and it. So run.
And it.
No, make it better. So run. There. I shouted because I had the exclamation mark and capital letters.
No, I wasn't saying anything about running, but
No, I had to say no. I said that I had to repeat myself and said run louder.
okay.
Of the exclamation and seizing me by the scarf of my neck, Berserk took off running. Seeing how she's in top physical shape to start with, the blessing of the runes on top of that allowed her to leave a huge monster behind her before blink. But even that only gave us a few seconds head start. Before its eyes had even finished healing, it was hot on our trail, as surely as though it were tracking us by our scent. Yep. Oh, we're in this place.
Wait. What's this place?
You know the scene when Shuro was giving Mana Saber with Toska there.
What? Who?
Right.
Who? Shiro.
You know back in the original Fate Stay Night, because you told me you watched the original one, right?
Yes, I did. Fate Stay.
I remember the scene where Shuro gave Saber Mana with Toska there.
Yes.
Well, that was a sex scene.
I know.
That was really a sex scene. This is the place.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're at the place.
Don't freaking remind me, please. Well, it's my wife. Well, it's my waifu, so I have to get used to it.
Wait, we're talking about your waifu in the nude.
What?
I'm talking about your waifu in the nude.
Yes, I know.
Get turned on then, because it's talking about your waifu.
I am turned on.
Really? Okay, then that'd be a problem. I admit that was a joke, man. But holy fuck.
Just joking. I was just joking too.
Really?
Yes.
That's
really.
how we wound up in here, more or less. Which being stuck in here means we can expect our new friends to catch up in a couple of minutes or so and kill us both. I warned you already that this be dangerous, and we're better forget about it. And again, the whole reason we're in this mess is because you won't listen to a damn thing I say. Got anything to say to that, Master? I acknowledge that I may have underestimated this enemy. It's true that I never accounted for the existence of a servant like that.
That face.
Berserk's response sounds a little weak. Maybe like she's regretting it. Okay. Compared to her near total silence from the time we entered the forest till now, though, this is a virtual world of differences. That's good. Makes it easier on me, too. But first things first. No, this thing aren't no servant. It's a monster that inhabits its forest. A vigorous spirit of something that tried to become a servant and failed.
No, it is a servant.
Hercules! Hercules!
What? Oh, yes.
She's talking about fucking Hercules. Of course he's got a legend. Of course he
Yeah.
can become a fucking spirit.
Yes, he has. And he is a servant,
Ugh.
so it hasn't failed.
Yep. Ah. Ah.
What is it?
I'm stretching.
Ah.
Okay. Okay. Oi, Marcel, what are you planning to have for dinner then?
I already had dinner.
Oh yeah, I forgot you. You're pretty much you're an hour ahead. So
Yeah, and what?
what did you have then?
Well, I don't usually eat loads of big things. I just ate homemade hot dog.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, right now, as you know, it's Sunday. I mean, you know what we have in the UK.
What? What do you have?
Don't forget, it's a Sunday. You know the tradition we have on Sundays, right?
Wait, isn't it some kind of meat? I don't want to say it wrong, but is it turkey?
Oh, no, it's not turkey, but you're close to what. Don't forget, what kind of dinner do we have?
A roast, Sunday roast.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunday roast. Yeah, my mum was cooking it right now, so.
Yeah.
Sunday roast.
I thought as much.
The classic British roast dinner.
Yeah, classic British roast dinner. That's some kind of nice.
So, do you guys have a special dinner that happens on a certain day?
No, but we have a traditional soup.
On what day?
I think on Saturday.
On Saturday. Oh.
Yeah. Traditional.
Okay. So you only have hot dog, then?
No, not only.
Huh. Who else then with it?
Yeah, just go with it for now.
Yeah. Okay, and now carry on.
Let's carry on.
What on earth are you talking about? That was clearly a servant. It's no spirit from a past era or anything of the sort. It had no phantasm. That was the Ironman's servant, without a doubt.
Yes, that's correct.
Don't find where we came across him. Probably so. Right. That's regardless of whether or not it's an enemy. A servant is a servant after all. By all rights, trying to figure out what class of servant that monster would be a waste of time. It's obvious it's Berserker!
Yes, it's Berserker. It's a high class.
And it's a monster! If you call him a monster, obviously it's gonna be a freaking Berserker!
Yes, well, think about it. And you don't need to even think about what rank he is in. He has to be the highest ranked servant.
Yeah, he thrashed!
Next to... next to my... Wait, then Saber is less.
Yeah, pretty much Saber has... Even though the class herself is the strongest class...
Yes.
As a servant, she's not as strong as freaking Berserker or Gilgamesh.
Yeah, but at least she's helpful and nice.
Yeah. But, come on.
That's something that those two don't have.
We have to say, Gilgamesh, fucking badass.
Wait, which one is Gilgamesh? Isn't he the one with the spear thing?
Huh?
Isn't Gilgamesh the spear user?
No. Gilgamesh, the second archer.
Oh yes, yes, okay.
Gilgamesh, one of the freaking swords that keeps on freaking shooting.
Yes, he has thousands of swords, although he can run out of them.
When with Archer, the normal Archer, hero area, he has unlimited blade.
Yeah, that's unlimited blade works, basically.
Yeah, he's got unlimited blades. Which is the only reason why you can freaking defeat why he might be the only servant to ever that can defeat Gilgamesh.
Yes.
Ah.
So here's this, but also think about it. This is actually a good plan. If this game would go on, the Holy Grail War would go on like you would have multiple servants. You should have Gilgamesh and
There's a game already. There's a game kind of like that, Marcel.
and Archer, because then they could kill Berserker, or Gilgamesh can kill Berserker,
Marcel,
and then yes.
There is a game coming out that's sort of based on what you're saying.
What's the name of it?
Fate Grand Order.
Fate Grand Order.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Well, is it a Steam game?
I don't know. So far, what do you read about it? About the story? And there's going to be multiple servants.
Oh, good. But I think that are the original servants going to be in there?
Yes, they are.
Oh, good. My wife is there.
Along with different servants and new ones. Already fuck the animation on them.
I wonder. And Connor, I will tell you a funny thing. I've been looking at a gameplay which has multiple intros.
Okay.
During the game, you done one bit of the story, it goes on to another intro.
A lot of games with different routes do that. Fate Stay Night does that. It's got 3 openings.
Which one?
Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night has 3 openings.
Yeah, but not like in the same game.
Yeah, in the same game.
Which one is that then?
Fate Stay Night, the original visual novel. It had more than just one opening.
Okay.
Anyway, like I said, back to this. We need to concentrate.
Concentrate.
Distracting. No distracting.
Yes, and I'm going to be going in about 15 minutes.
15, okay.
15 minutes and I'll be saying goodbyes.
Yep. Hey, what we need to focus on right now... Actually, why do you need to go anyway?
I need to get ready for the evening because tomorrow I have school.
Wait, you're not on day off. It's day off. It's the weekend. It's the half term right now for us.
Yeah, to you it's the half term.
Yeah, we get a week off.
Yeah, but for us, we already had it. And
really?
But we had 2 weeks.
Eh?
And also, we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Marcel.
So we have Thursday and Friday off.
Hey Marcel.
Yes?
I should say this. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in a film shoot.
A film? Which film?
It's a new film that's getting created in the UK called Seeing Grace.
Grace.
Seeing Grace. That's the name of the film.
Seeing Grace.
Yeah, I'm going to be an extra in it.
How do you mean extra?
Extra characters, you know, just.
Which character are you going to be playing?
There's no name for it. The extras are just there's people that just be there, just to be there.
Oh well, Connor, congratulations.
What I am as, I'm a cafe customer and a nightclubber.
Oh, nightclub, girls.
And what the story is about sex and trafficking.
Oh God.
Sex trafficking.
Oh, cool. Those kinds of movies turn me on.
Okay. You know?
What? I play GTA 5, so yeah.
Alright. When we focus on right now, rather than trying to figure out what the hell that thing is to figure out what the hell we should do about it. Aren't you think anything we can do about that big fucker. So for now, let's figure out what we're gonna do with ourselves. So, what's the plan, Master? Do we wait here like a good little boy and girls until it kills us and start over, or are we gonna go find its master? We'll find its master naturally. I don't feel any master's presence near the servant, so I believe whoever it is must be holed up in the Ironsman Castle. I agree as far as the must be holed up to the castle part, but to get there in the first place, we've got to do something about the big fucker, you know. So, do we run or do we fight? Fight!
Fight, 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 fight.
I say fight! Fight to the death!
Yes, fight.
That's the sexy body off.
Yes.
Avenger. Speaking plainly, it pains me to turn my back to an enemy, face them once battle is joined, and crush them with all my power. That is my way. I don't know it. I don't know it. How could I not? After all the time we've been together, you just managed to scrape by, dragging me along with you, no matter I protest, and jumping right into losing battles, without so much as a breaking a threat. That was only because I had misjudged your ability as one with one which great look. If only you were more normal servant, I have no need to press so hard. I wonder about that. So, is that what you're gonna do so what are you gonna do this time around too? At any rate, we'll never make it to the castle unless we can do something about that hurricane bastard, right? First. No, even though I am not that rich.
Hey Connor, I have a question.
Yeah?
Why did they finish making episodes for the Fate Stay Night second season and for Pokemon X and Y?
Huh? Why?
Yes, why?
Why did they make more episodes?
For Fate Stay Night 2 or second season, there's only one episode uploaded in subbed.
I don't think we try to talk about, but anyway, carry on. In all my battles up to this point, I was able to prevail because a chance for my victory exists. But here, that chance is non-existent. We are now extremely poor match for this opponent. I let out a whistle. Just as Berserk said, we are a real bad match against that. Grimace. Final Phantasm is just no good against it. Up against him, I couldn't survive so much as a single blow. The first strike would be fatal, so if one hit equals death, I can't turn the curse back on him. On the other hand, we could have Berserk counterattack with Fragrance, but she can only use it 3 times. It's a crystal clear now that monster's small phantasm allows it to raise from the dead.
Yes.
We don't know yet how many times it's good for, but it's likely outnumbers the new sub fragrance we've got. Good point. It does.
Yes.
Which means fighting it is out of the question, leaving us with escaping as it pursues us heading to the castle, I suppose. Our chance of success with that aren't much better, but at least we won't be 0. He's right about that much. But there's still something pretty big that Berserk's overlooking. That monster ain't something we can just ignore.
Exactly.
To make it to the castle, we've got to take care of our new buddy somehow. This
Yeah,
is then. Here, I draw this big bastard's fire while you make for the castle. Okay, our chance should be about 50-50 with that. As long as you make sure you pretty little feet don't stray off the path, you should be able to get the castle no problem. The Iceman Castle is about 15 kilometers northwest of here. You got any? You got any more of those handy room covering columns? You bet. You bet you do. I bet you do. And if so, there's no problem. Words.
Yes, Connor. English. English, please. English.
I am. Unfortunately, can't read. I know and at best.
Well, then why did you start up a YouTube channel where you do visual novel games?
For fun of it.
For the people laughing off at you that you can't read.
And Marcel, I didn't start this channel as a visual novel-based game channel, did I?
No, you didn't, but you're playing one right now.
Yeah, I know. I at best about 10th of my keep, but you alone should be able to do 10 times that. Okay, Avenger, I shall never order you to do such a thing. I shall head to the castle together with you. Don't be stupid. That'll be way harder on me. To be honest, I can't keep up with you. I barely even made it here. If you run at the same pace as me, they'll catch us, sure. Weakness is weakness is but one of spirit. Restore yourself and put some backbone into it. You should be able to run if you put only your mind to it. You're always so quick to give up. Huh? She really hit me with where it hurts. Berserk's quite a gutsy lady.
Gutsy lady.
Gutsy lady.
Okay, avoid them.
I suppose I might be able to do something if I really put my mind to it. But it's a plain fact that I can't keep up with you at your usual speed. Good grief. In that case, never move the discussion of battle.
Jesus, Connor, never mind the discussion.
Yeah, I did say never mind. Our discussion about our strategy. Should worst come to worst, shift yourself into spirit form and stay beside me. Well, and that's a clear-headed opinion. Doing that won't do a thing to help either one of us, though. So how are we gonna get out of this one? Ugh. Any other time, we both just go about playing the part that what works best for us. Simple as that. The reason we can't do that now is because a certain someone over here is misunderstanding things in the most boring ass way possible.
I wonder.
Jeez, this ain't like you, Master. What good would it do for me to change into spirit form just to save my own hide? You know, if you die, that means curtains for both of us, right? Right, so then the only thing that makes sense is to leave me behind in here. Me being a slow runner and a burden overall, while General Berserk leads the one-woman charge and completes her mission to infiltrate the castle.
General Berserk. Wow.
Pardon me, but I don't recall you ever referring to you as a burden. No,
yes.
It's saying that. Because any way you slice it, I can't do a thing on my own. See? And thus spoken, I plant my left foot firmly in front of me to make my point. That and because my right leg's been reduced to like kibbles.
Kibbles.
Kibble.
Kibbles.
Kibble. Kibbles. Kibble.
Kibbles. Kibbles. Kibbles.
I'm bit by that giant ape when he charged us. That a fourth-rate heroic spirit like me way on the way to my own power. After that is damn impressive. I do say so myself.
Alright, Connor.
Yeah.
I think I'll be saying my goodbyes now.
Good. See you, man.
See you everyone, and see you, Connor. I hope
Yep.
you will follow
Bye.
this. I hope you follow this nice little bastard. And although he could be a demon sometimes, please support him to the best of your abilities.
Marcel,
Yes.
I'm a demon. I curse you.
Wow. What do you curse me with? Or how?
You get a wedgie.
What do you mean?
I'm going to plan to pull him up.
Connor, I can't get a wedgie from there. You're in another
No,
country.
I said I cursed you with a wedgie. That means someone's going to give you a wedgie.
Wow. Nice, but I don't. Next time I'm going to your stream, I tell you if the curse worked or not. Okay?
Marcel, I didn't tell you when you're going to get the wedgie. It could be a while before you get a wedgie.
Wow. What a stupid idea. Well, bye guys, and bye Connor, the demon.
Yeah. Hey, see you, man.
Bye, demon.
Shut the fuck up. Yep, that gusty way ain't nothing to seize at. No, if you will remain here, then so will I. We shall construct a plan to defeat that servant here. I will not continue on by myself. I cannot simply leave you here. Determined but still dumbfounded. It's definitely not because of any deep feeling of affection. It was that hand that reached out to me in gesture so severely mistaken. Oh, pity, huh? No, I feel no pity for you. I only feel that I should take responsibility for the wound you have sustained. Thus, I chose to show it through refusing to leave you behind. Oh boy. That's all wrong. Listen up, Master. You're saying you want to stay in here not to achieve your goal, but to help me? Well, which is, well, not what I call a bad thing, strictly from my own perspective. If you want to help me, I'll just as soon let you. But what is it really? As long as it's grounded in feelings of independence like that, it's really quite a wicked thing to do. Worse than leaving me behind, in fact. Because I just don't know how to freaking read properly. Any more thinking on chat? Just checking on chat's area. Except for must have been there. Blah blah blah. Nope. I'll go back to this. I know this is 69 then. But independence, you say? I need to blow my nose. Yeah, that's kind of pity, or compassion, or whatever you chose to call it. You're still listening, my little human miss. If you're planning on rescuing someone from despair, allowing negative emotions to motivate that is a no-go. Without a way to turn all those minuses into pluses, negating a despair, negating despair that deep is hopeless. If you could dig deep into the pits of sorrow and bring the sorrowful up into the light, there are those in the world who just can't be held. I guess it's like this. It's one thing if you were willing to play decoy, daycare teacher 24/7 for one you saved until the day you rehabilitate back into society. But humans with time on their hands for pursuits like that are thin on the ground. You still just have to save a guy like that even then, without a reason for doing so, which will benefit at least one of you. The whole thing's just lose-lose. Wicked laughter. In the distance, I hear the monsters howl. Berserk stares fixedly at me, her face but angry. Was I not clear? Then let me give you an example. Say that somewhere there's this guy who's suffering the absolute worst fate in the world you could possibly think of. You get you get wind of this guy somehow, and hearing that he's going through really upsets you. That would be the meaningless similarity I'm talking about. This is a far off distant world we're talking about, one you shouldn't concern yourself with. So even if someone is in that this far off world leads such a sad existence, it won't keep you from living everyday life with a smile on your face. That's right. For, the for, for that's right. For to try to save someone who doesn't exist in your own world would mean to deny that world of yours. The prevalence of this world, something that doesn't even bear mentoration, unrelated humans, objectable humans, affirm every misfortune and sorrow by that alone. That equivalent cannot be overthrown, so you have no choice but to accept the fact that the existence of an human sacrifice is what allows everything to be retained. Even if it's truly ugly and wretched life. If you among the blessed, all you can do is smile and accept that it's just how it is. Otherwise, it becomes a lie. Live out your whole life opposite that conduction and this ugliness. That's what a proper human should do. A human can't save anyone except himself. Saving another person only for the other person's sake is no better than an excuse worthy of death. Such pretty words can't save anyone. But if but even if but if even then you still believe you can save another, if you're still imping stuff like "I want to save another," yeah, even if yeah, even then you feel like you've got to do something, at least go to save them with a smile on your face. Thinking stuff like "I can't abandon him, so I stay here," or "I feel sorry for him, so I'll go back." None of that's really any of your business. Don't cling to someone's stupid idea about wanting to share all the joy and sorrow that comes your way, not even for a moment. That's what I'm saying. Need to go for a toilet, guys. Ugh, boy, I need to go for a toilet. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. Man. Okay. I'm saying all she needs to share with me is joy. Trying to share the sorrow or to fall on save me would be nothing but pain in the ass for me. In my ass. Pain in my ass! Damn it! Worked! Come on. What she's wishing for is some kind of no questions asked fairy tale ending. Pace and love to exceed even the days we continue to lose. That's right. For example, those dark and sun-keen eyes. If we held out your hand as though to dazzle them, a bright future to continue. Avenger, you. Oops, I went off topic there for a second. If you forgive me being blunt, I'm telling you to get out of here. Even if we die, it's not like we won't see each other again soon, and it'll be pretty awkward if the thing that kills us is that compression of yours. Look, you need to have a chat with the Ironsman Master, don't you? So get out of here and go get it over with. I'll be back. I'll go back ahead of you. The storm's coming closer. We better end our little chat before he shows up. What? Something on your mind? No, that will be all. Then please, I will rely on you to continue to contain the enemy for me. Contain the enemy for me, Avenger. Gotcha. Okay, then give me a second to psych myself up, and then I'll go out and give him a nice warm welcome while you sneak out the back. Waving my hand to Berserk, I venture outside. Once she made up her mind about something, she won't waste a moment's effort on anything unnecessary. She has already forgotten all about me and is running out full-throated straight to the castle by now. The Ironsman servant will be here any minute. In my right hand, I clench the glove of Berserk that I picked up off the ground. It's pretty much useless as a glove after Fragrance reduced them into cinders. But what the hell? They make a pretty decent good luck charm. Now then, this time we'll both do our best. Shit, this is why I told her I didn't want to come out here. The weakest under attack by the strongest. There are way too many different kinds of weirdos with a hand in the heavens fills thing. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. In the end, I left him behind. Allow him to remain there, in a place where he was contained to be killed, certain to be killed, and reduced into the forest alone. I feel no debt towards him. As he said, this was the natural choice. A familiar should be played like a pawn, sacrificed to protect his king, using one servant as a shield to prolong your own life in a matter of course. But I'm going to feel indebted to him. It should be when I fail to reach the castle. Should I fail to live up to the chances at victory he's given me through his servant's devotion, then and only then. I've already grown conscious to this, and I do understand. Furthermore, even if Avenger were to die, he will return to life again. Even if I'm killed out here, I return to the first night again, the moment before I die. Nothing to lose, and nothing to regret. Just as before, I, as a magus of the association, should conduct myself in a manner befitting my reputation as a first-rate agent. And yeah, I feel more pain than usual. I don't know how long I've felt it for, but these feelings of especially now seem to grate against my heart as I grit my teeth in discomfort. In irritation towards both him and myself, I find myself in destroying everything in my path. Stars of night that all of trees, and even the castle now visible beyond the forest. It feels like I try to shoot them down if I reflex my grasp of myself, even for a moment. Well, it's not that those voiceless objects that I want to destroy the most, but yes, now I too have felt him behind. All of a sudden, I find myself wanting to apologize to all those unknown objects. If he said that he is to himself, even if that said, even if he said that to me himself, as though the choice was so unmistakably clear. Even though the way I treated him was worse than any hatred or betrayal. Okay, Einsburn, castle. The castle gates stand wide open. 5 moments, I hurry inside. I may have left this monster far behind me, but it's all likelihood I still have no time to spare. I must locate the Einsburn master and force their surrender right away. Which is why I need to calm down and gather my wits. My goal isn't to do away with the master, but to have a few certain points clarified. I must ask the master of the Eisburn, the family acting as a cornerstone of the Heaven's Fields, and said to know more about the heroic spirits than any other, but about the mystery of these 4 days. I stormed the entrance to the castle prairie. They should have known we were here the moment we engaged the monsters in combat. No need for stealthish now. Close now, second floor there. As I run towards the staircase, I put on a pair of leather gloves. I'm in the thick of an enemy's territory now. It wouldn't be strange to find a blade at my neck at any moment now, and a strike could come from any direction. An Etomex long-handled weapon comes swinging down towards me. A hard hellbell. Whoa! Dodging that deadly ancient weapon, the style of which was beginning to fall out of favor, even among the knights of the Holy Church. I jumped back out of the way. Yay! Intruder! Oh! Intruder, if you come to Billy area, leave. A voice free of motion, wielding a weapon that must weigh in exceeds of 40 kilos, as though it were lighter than a feather. No, the awkwardness in her moves is as if she doesn't feel the weight at all. There's no room for depth. This must be one of the finely honed battle suit usage hands of humans of the icebergs. Homunculus. Won't go, then no choice. Perhaps picking up on my own rudeness for battle, the homunculus raises her humble into the air. There's no time to try and grudge her ability. I have to take her down with my first strike. This is the second time I faced off against an Einsburn-made homunculus and a football opponent. Though she may be, I also know her limits. Whoa! Wait! Wait! A few attacks and defensive counters leaves us still facing off against one another. Her strikes with a harbor us like those of a child in a plague sword fight. She has nothing to depend on but brute strength. But in addition to that, her raw power is so otherworldly as to be superhero, transforming her into a force of nature in battle. Though not on the level of the monster out there, one blow from the homunculus would be more than enough to fatally wound her. A direct hit would likely shatter even every bone in my body. Even while preparing the level force of her attack, I managed to lead 7 or so punches on her. And though each one contained enough power to have blown her entire organs out through her back, not so much as a flicker of pain shows on her face of the homunculus. I don't know whether it's some kind of super mystic code in the maid's uniform of hers, or whether she simply doesn't feel pain at all. Anyway, I have to break the homunculus bones to bring her to standstill. The fire battle in the homunculus dies down. Her face, as it was filled with a strong drive, suddenly drains of its former tension as. That's enough, Liz. Didn't I tell you to give a proper welcome to our guests? A young girl appears on top of the staircase, her hair as white as snow. Ilya! There's Ilya! Good evening, dear guests. I believe we have not yet been introduced. I'm the mistress of this castle, Ilya Van Anspen. Pray tell me what brings you to our humble abode so late in the evening. The girl inserts me inside with a polite grace that perfectly complements her loveliness. That girl is the Einstein master. There's definitely a strong magical aura surrounding her. The amount of magical energy her body holds is simply phenomenal. 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 I can't say it. A being beyond human, a natural born magic circuit. There's no mistaking. This girl too is a homunculus crafted by hands of the Einstein. Yes, and again, no! She was actually born from a homunculus, so she's only half homunculus, half human! Because her freaking father is a human! Her mother is a homunculus, so she's half homunculus and half human. Oh my, no return greeting, even though I came out to receive you in a person. So these are the manners of a magus of the association. If you're unwilling to engage in a proper conversation, then please feel free to depart our castle at once. She giggles. Even though she knows that I'm a master, that there's not a trace of notion in her. It's almost as if she never saw me as an opponent from the start. Please forgive me my earlier rudeness. My name is Zert. I'm a master patched by the Mage Association. It is in that capacity that I came here tonight. I know that quite well. I believe you ran off the flow of a serpent in the forest, did you not? I thought that our victory might be you. No other master would dare to set foot in this place, not even by mistake. I was delighted to finally have you as our guest. Huh? Her smile is so carefree. My first impression of her could have been off the mark. There is no conversion in this girl's manner. She simply doesn't view me as her enemy. That's right, I do not wish to fight you. Or rather, I have no wish to fight any masters. Any master. I'm no longer a master myself, you see. All of the other masters yourself, all your other masters yourself accepted, already know this, and so none makes the journey to this forest. What? She's not a master? What does that mean? Stand down, Liz. It seems Berserk wishes to speak with me. Go and close the gates so that no monster from the forest can find their way in. Okay, but this really... Alright, Ilya? It's fine. I wish to speak to Berserk in private. You've gotten awfully cheeky of late, Liz. Take care not to defy me like that again. Yeah, Liz will do what Ilya says. The homunculus called Lit exits past me, without so much as a watchful glance in my direction, as though our fierce battle a few minutes ago never took place. No, come this way, Berserk. You came here to talk to me, didn't you? I'm glad to tell you anything I know. The girl descends the stairs and disappears into the far end of the lobby. Still relaying slightly from the completely unexpected turn of events, I take her up on her invitation. I know all the details of your coincidence. You entered my forest and got attacked by a monster, and used your own servant as a decoy and made it all the way here. Your foe was too old to defeat the Iceman Master, and to have certain questions answered. Am I mistaken, or otherwise? I do not believe you came all the way to this forgotten castle for the sole purpose of challenging me. Girl Cory lowers herself onto a chair, though I decline what offer a seat of my own. Even if she claims assistance in fighting me, this place is still an enemy's territory. I can't know for certain that she won't make this whole room disappear with a snap of her fingers. You're quite wary, aren't you, Berserk? Is it that the result of the teachings of the association, or simply your character? Could it be that you are the type who won't so much as drink a cup of tea offered in an enemy's camp? That depends on the situation, but I won't be having any tea here. Just as you said, I came here with questions I want to answered. I didn't come to engage in idle conversation. Really? I told you. I suppose I'll be better to call off the preparations for tea then. I see you'd rather get your business over with quickly. Is this girl really out of the master? I'm beginning to doubt her. No, if what she said about no longer being a master is true, then she really is not the master at all. Iliasfield, you say that you're not a master, but isn't the giant in the forest your servant? A monster is my servant, but he's not the servant of the Icelands. A bit of a mistake was made, and he was driven mad. His involvement with the Hemisphere served Earth. He is now merely a monster who watches over me. The monster appearing in the city, that's not quite the same, but you may think of them as a being similar. He has no connection to the Heaven's Field, but is simply a monster who kills any master that enters the forest. He was a servant, but failed in his duties, and is now but an ominous ghost. Failed in his duties? Yes, there was no part available for him to play, and so I couldn't give him a decent role. This would have happened were he the servant of the Iceman's. So are you saying that the monster is not the Iceman's servant? Then where is the servant who is? God. For my servant was taken away from me by another master. That is why I say that I am no longer master. On the fourth night after this heaven's field began, my servant was killed, and I defeated it. Thus, my all too short time as the Iceman Master came to an end. And the first to know that the Icemans had been eliminated from the race should have been your servant. My mind freezes. Vengeance knew that the Iceman Master had been defeated. Like it comes as a surprise. The number of things he keeps secret from me could overlook you. I don't trust that suspicious guy at all, so this news is hardly enough to shock me. What I find much more strange is What's wrong? Is there something else troubling you? The girl, she giggles. This girl, she knows everything. Ellisville. This servant of yours, who was taken by another master. What was that? Oh, don't you know? His name is Avenger. The one called Agamhard, the oldest world's evil. The great sound, my consciousness sought. My first unconsciously closes around the earring in my pocket. After lobbying to claim my ragged breathing, I say, that's quite strange. First, never heard of an Avenger class before. Second, a heroic spirit such as Agamhara shouldn't exist in the first place. I'll finally put into words the question that's haunted me ever since this all began. But of course, the one called Agamhara does not exist. The one who answered the summons as Avenger is but a thread bearing the Agamhara name, a mere human. An ordinary person with no relation to the great evil or the old legends, possessing neither magic nor mystery. He was the one selected at random to become an effigy, and his life sacrificed for an endless existence of bearing cause, nothing more than a scapegoat, a fairy tale, of a far-off, distant world. Once once there existed a people who, dwelt by all the strife that had come to be the world, created for themselves a new world. It's isolated deep in the mountains. But though they had gathered together in hopes of a living as an embodiment of man's intent, goodness, they were unable to live free of the evil nature so inherent in man. Doubt and desperation, hatred and resentment, no matter how grossly they are sang praise of human good, still evil was born among them. So they decided that someone had to shoulder the blame for the ugliness of the world. This evil was not something that could have been born from within any of them. That they themselves had this evil in their nature could be true. The evil of mankind stems from the lurking volume of Marcel, which comes to infect us. What must all we must all lead lives of purity and righteousness. Therefore, they require a root of all evil. They require authority to bear the weight of all sin. Someone of whom it could be said, it is only you who is evil. And so a scapegoat was created to become all the evil in the world, a lone sacrifice. Every so often, a heroic spirit of that sort appears too, though he himself only meant to lead an ordinary life. In death, he is defined by those around him and reserved as a hero. Dead men tell no tales, so even if you force them into a role that's convenient for you like that, you'll never hear complain. And those virtuous ones who know no depth, surely they need an idol with a constricted physical form to worship if they wanted to inspire belief. But in his case, it was even more so. Perhaps it was because of what the people were worshipping in him, anger and hatred. He was treated as a real, genuine demon, and onto him they pressed all of their condemnance and blame. Poverty, sickness, disaster, and finally the fear that all would die one day. They made him an outlet for their emotions, planting him with assertions that all these things existed only as a fault of his presence. Oh my gosh. Ah, though this, through this, people were saved. Okay, below my notes again. Ugh. Boy. The people were saved. Since a demon like that existed in the world, there's nothing we can do about it. They said, every bad thing that exists is his fault, not ours, they said. And thus in death he came to be viewed as a heroic spirit. Not a single great deed did these hands commit, nor did any man venture his authority, but he saved a great many people even so. While he still lived, he became a god. While he still lived, he had his human nature taken away. The name he was given at birth was stripped from him, and he was spoken of as a great evil. Get this, I have no name. He spoke of it as though it were a trifling matter. Even if you order me to remember, that record just doesn't exist. Anyhow, in this world, anyway in this world anymore, and that he bears no resistment for it, he declared. For that was one who had become accounted stomach to the acclamation of hero. That title being what it is one that the people will venture, and who wouldn't be blessed with that. I've got no reason to talk back. So that is Avenger. A human chosen as Agamahara, the evil nature of the world. Is that what you're saying? That is correct. However, when it comes to abilities, he is utterly useless. Although he was called Agamahara, that kind of religious faith being placed in him doesn't guarantee the administration of his special powers. While he lived, he was seen as a heroic spirit, but after death, he was a mere human again. Well, the exclusion of the name of Afstar means that he is free from the laws of order as well. Nevertheless, it is far from earning a heroic spirit label. As a servant, he was garbage, good for absolutely nothing. Garbage. Why? It seems that something has upset you all of a sudden. You should know there's nothing to be gained by killing me. Could it be that you're more dangerous than you look? Now that she says that, I realize that I'm seething with anger. That girl said wasn't that far off the mark. It's true that as a heroic spirit, he's incredibly weak, and at first I did think that he was useless. That was only due to my lack of understanding at the time, added to the fact that it's hard to grasp his good points. No, he really wasn't useless when he was my servant, Berserk. He did not become a heroic spirit the people wished for until much later on. Until the wishes he was uttered were fulfilled, he remained powerless. Neither did he have a single noble phantasm at his disposal. No noble phantasm? No, does she mean that he couldn't use his noble phantasm while he was not the Iceman Master? Servant? This doesn't add up. The Iceman girl whose servant was taken away. If he was taken, that would make me the one who took him. About this, there can be no mistake. I don't have the first idea. How was I able to secure the contract from her? But it seems that this girl's contract with Venger was switched with mine. So then, what does the death on the fourth day signify? Being taken away is not the same as dying. This girl is lying out several rather further conclusions at once. But that's enough talk about my now departed servant. Now, isn't it? I want to hear what your servant berserk. Your servant berserk. You are a magus of the association after all, so I am wrong in thinking that you are able to summon a hero. So I am wrong in thinking that you were able to summon a heroic spirit of great renown. No, my servant is Avenger. I was going to say, but hesitated before my mouth could shape the words. It's me that she said took him from her. So why can't I shake the fear that she's lying to me about something? Your servant is. I don't really have much to say to you now that you are no longer master, and besides, he's already long dead. Right when I arrived at this castle, all response from my Bettinger's post. He's already returned to the first night, and there he waits for me to awaken, just like always. Yes, well that is his ability. To be reborn, even from death. No, to start over from the first day, when we were still alive. Which means that this girl before my eyes must already know all about his ability to rewind. Irisfield, you said that adventure cannot use a noble phantasm, did you not? To what were you referring? Us, or I don't quite know what you're talking about, but he couldn't use any of it at all. Neither one nor the other. I've already said so, haven't I? As a tool, Avenger was completely useless. So this must mean that the Ironstone Master knows nothing at all about Avenger's noble phantasm. Never mind Astor, his ability to resurrect from the dead far surpasses even other noble phantasms, as there's just no way anyone who's experienced that power firsthand could seemingly dismiss him as useless. Come to think of it, there's really no use talking about Avenger like this. Let us get to the heart of the matter, Irisfield. What are your impressions on the Heaven's Field? Who knows? I was removed from the running quite a while ago. I have no further interest in Heaven's Field. It's already over for me, so I'm simply watching from here until the whole thing is finished. So I take it that you are not a thing of a you have. So I take it you know nothing of the familiars appearing in the town either. Not a thing. Just didn't I say so? I'm not. I'm out of the running. But then again, yes. This is the last night that those monsters will overrun the town. They can only exist from the start until today, the evening of the fourth day. It came up again, another link to the period of the four days. It was to search for a clue relating to which originally brought me here tonight. Irisfield, about the abilities of my servant. I tell her when conversation of all that happened so far. Rebirth from death. The endless restart in Heaven's Field. Not that that's not it. About my servant and who, no matter how many times we repeat them, not move beyond these 4 days. Repeating the Heaven's Field. I see. So that is how it seems to you. No, both of you. The only ones who have stopped. We are the only ones who have stopped. She's right in saying that. Viewed from the preparations of the girl who cannot rewind the fourth day, will be followed by a fifth. But the two of us must return to the first day. We're standing in the middle of a vast river called the Time, never moving downstream from where we stand, and going back upstream again and again. You came here to find a solution, I see. You wish to stop the Heavens through and pass beyond the fourth day. No, I haven't the slightest desire to stop the Heavens Field. I only want to know for certain why this boundary of for repeating days pursues us as it does. Oh no, then just what is it that you want? If things continue as they are, you remain in eternal. No, win this all I want is to win this abnormal heaven's fields and fulfill the duty I was sent here for. I see. Had you wish to serve the contract you with your servant, I'll be willing to lend a hand, but a problem of this nature isn't within my justification. As I've told you several times, I'm out of the running. I have no desire to go outside this castle. Why this heaven's fields of yours have become the way it has in something only you can investigate desert. The girl rises from her seat. Edith moves towards the lobby, as though she'd lost all interest in me. Good night, Berserk. If you say it's true, then tonight is the night that you return again, right? You're welcome to stay in the castle until that happens. If we go back out into the forest, you'll likely be killed by the monster. The stairs are beautiful tonight. Stars are beautiful tonight. Now that you're alone, take this chance to think for a while about what you're going to try and accomplish and whether you'll really find the sense of uneasiness hanging over everything. Okay. Close. I leave the winter castle behind me. I refuse the girl's offer. If the forest I do encounter the monster and my defeat at his hands, I still can't simply stay here passing the time in quality all myself. As she said, the sky is reckoningly clear. While gazing up at the countless number of stars overhead, I think of him, the one who replied with something secret like, how can they be countless? If you can see them, you can count them too, if he were here. It's not why we reach the end every 4 days. I should be trying to figure out. It's why things got the way in the first place. Got this way in the first place. The resounding ability that isn't Avengers nor Phantasm. I do remember having said so himself, that this was a special bonus from having made a contract with me. What did he mean by a special bonus? If that isn't a normal phantasm, I ask myself, then just what kind of coercive possibility? A wish-granted magic vessel. If neither the answer that appears in my mind, I cannot rely on Avenger. I can only do what I can do to best of my abilities. That's it. Next time, I'll go out into the town, join the day, while he sleeps. Avenger is incapable of action during the daylight hours, but I myself have no such restrictions. Although I've avoided going out during the day thus far, it's not as though I'm a vampire or anything of that sort. I met Reggie of the Fugni Tosca and Moto, and the one who survived from last time, Roots Guremia. Nope, he's dead. If I'm going to take action, why not start from there? Keeping it quiet from the servant, I will go out into the town, while once again bearing the exercise of pain and longing in my chest. It would have been so much better if I hadn't started trusting him the way I do. Therefore, because I want to believe in him, I'll keep it a secret and seek out the truth. Okay. Next. Forest. 6 forest ticket. Okay. Anything of importance. Go to school. Tosaka! Yes! Importance! There's still time before class begins. I'll go visit the archery club. I'm worried for a what for. I'm worried for a while now that about Sakura, wondering whether the awkwardness she had when she first became captain has diminished at all. Right, as I arrive at the entrance to the dojo, someone else walks out. There is no mistaking the impressive and uniformed figure and those ponytails. Oh, Emika-kun, you're so punctually early as usual. I could say the same about you, Tosuke. Here, here to submit a membership accommodation. You could say that in the 6 months we have left before graduation, I thought, why not give raise to a spectacle new legend? Behind the jokes, it seems she's looking out for Sakura in her own Tosuke-like way. You never see her out and about so early if that weren't the case. You came to watch too, didn't you? Of course. Excuse me. Senpai and Tosuke Senpai too? Oh, Tosuke and Emiya. Welcome. Come on in. The other club members already packed up and left, so only Sakura and Mutsuri are inside. The two of them seem to be in the midst of conversation. Good morning, Akino, Mother-san. Pardon my intrusion. Saying that, Tosuke wastes no time making her way inside. It must have been quite a while since she last showed up at the archery range. Should I let her take the lead today? Senpai, shall I head back first? What are you saying? These two are like archery club VIPs, and they picked the perfect time to show up. All of you stay a while. What makes us so important, Akio? We all sit down in the observing area. We're all sitting down in the observing area. Sakura's shoulders look a little tense from the strain. Look, I talked to Annie about this already, but don't you have any good ideas for us? No matter which of the club members I ask, it's impossible to get a straight answer out of them. Sorry to trouble you with this, Senpai. That's no problem. If you need advice, I'm always happy to help you out, my son. It may just be a part of the pose she always assumes while at school, but Tosuke seems to be brimming with confidence. I knew it was a good idea to bring her along. Feeling revealed, I'm suddenly drawn aside. Hey, Shiro, any idea what's going on here? What the heck? Are you saying you don't know, even with the way you're talking about it? I've broken her towards a corner. It feels completely unnatural for me, but just this once. The thing is, Sakura lacks the confidence necessary to show leadership in the club. That's just like her, but they said that she's been doing very well these days. Who did? Originally? The members that were there before the last big tournament can tell that the atmosphere is completely different. And although she doesn't let it show, Mutsuri worried as well. Anyway, you look at it. The club's unity and morale are just lacking. Even I can't help but feel pain saying this. But we can't just leave it be. After gazing at me for a moment, Tosuke, do you suppose it's because she doesn't have the support of a certain ex-archer standing by her side? That's pretty harsh, but I'm not in the same place as you are, Tosuke. Besides, it's not like I can just lend them a hand directly. That much you should know already. You have a point. She's the one who's the captain after all. Wait, this gives me a good idea. For the sake of adding my helpless disciple, my younger sister, I shall pitch in. I nod back you, and as we return to where the other two are, in times like this, it's the best to strengthen familial bonds by living and eating under the same roof. And so she says, she says it. Eating from the same pot, is it? That's right. Go together on field trips, or out to eat yukia, or to a sleepover training camp. If they're all taking their meals at the same table, they can't help but begin to feel a stronger sense of unity as a team. Well, good thinking, Toastiger. It's pretty sudden proposal, but she's got the point across. It's like the situation at my house. We've got quite a crowd living there, but if we don't eat dinner at all together, we wouldn't feel as close to each other as we do. So in that case, wouldn't training camp be a good idea? The time for the really tough practice to start is almost here, you know. Yes, I see. The training camp. If you're going to have one, I'll let a hand too, and so will you, won't you, Tosca? Shouldn't the one to make the suggestion be the first to act on it? It was her idea, so shouldn't it be only natural for Tosca to join in? Don't give me that weird look. Me? At the training camp? Why not? Emmy said he'll come along, so why not? Why not? Won't you? Just because you're not in the club doesn't mean you're not welcome to join. I also be grateful if Tosca Senpai were to join us. Very much so. The vote is 3 against 1 in favor of Tosca's preparation. Unfortunately, the person we're dealing with isn't someone who tends to be influenced by something as petty as much rule or the previous opinion. If I had only been hiking forward by a Yaki party, I'd glad to join in, but who would go out of their way to invite club outsiders to get together like that? For heaven's sake, what? I'm offended at your think I'm only in it for the meat. Yes, I'll join your little training camp, so you better be prepared. And that's Tosca Sundere! Okay, prepare for what? Although she continues hiring harsh words at Missouri, Tosca doesn't seem reluctant to join. Now Sakura's being as well. And with that, all assembled confirm their preparation. Missouri nods in approval. Alright, so shall we hold it at the usual place? Yes, at the temple. The training camp at the temple? Oops, looks like we're out of time for today. Last time just rang. The archery range is a long way off from the school building, where the chick sound from. We need to hurry back. It's too bad that there won't be a field trip or a youth party, but I suppose training camp isn't a bad idea at all. Hold on, you didn't say anything about that. Yeah, all right, already. We've already acknowledged your to join, so I know you aren't going to try anything as shameful as underhand as running out on us now, Tosca. That's taken care of. All we have to do is run this past the student council. Guess I'll go see Rudo about it after Sunday's practice. Come on, Sakura, Tosuka. Come on, Sakura, Tosuka. We're gonna be late unless we hurry up. Yes, senpai. Problem solved. As per written suggestion, the subject of camp has come up. Let's obtain the permission from training camp somewhere. New. Okay. Student council. Archer range. Should I go try talk to Morto? Yeah, let's go talk to Mortosuka. Boy. Alright guys, I think I should stop here for now. So yeah. Let's save here. Saving. Let's start screen. Exit. Yeah. Boy. Anyway, guys, that is my playthrough to Fate Horexteria Part 11. Man. Hey guys, that's it. So, hey guys, I hope you guys like it. Because chat fans stay. If you guys want some fan mail, go to the description below. My address is there, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Comment and subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye, guys!